Welcome to Mary's Eclectic Interests. Today's show is going to be about how to repair or change the water in a snow globe. This is all the stuff I used and fought with that globe. Okay. In the back was the distilled water, the hair dryer, and I had to use my glass measuring cup with a couple of pot holders in it so I could put the globe upside down and heat it up. It was too hard to try and hold on to it. I'm sure I would have dropped it. So this was my solution. Glue gun and a measuring cup to pour the water back into the globe. This is a little syringe. It's supposed to be a flathead needle or a needle that'll go in there a little bit better. Not not your medical needle, but something with a little bit. It just looked like a special piece of equipment that they used because the video I saw, it looks like they did a lot of globes. So this is my makeshift needle to get extra water in at the very end. Gorilla Glue sticks, gloves in case the globe got too hot to hold on to the globe. Back here is Elmer's clear glue. Two tablespoons, or, and there's my little tablespoon, or you can count to 6. Then I used a metal putty knife and a flat screwdriver with, and they said to have a nice long one and small one so you can get underneath the rubber plug and start pulling it out. And then you use the needle nose pliers to get a hold of that rubber plug and pull it out. And here is a utility knife. This snow globe, as you'll notice, the water is all a rusty color. And I really like the scene in here, and I was trying to figure out how I could resolve that. And of course, I went onto YouTube. What I have noticed is that there's 2 people doing this, and one person's holding the globe like this while the other one is working. Well, I don't have that option. I can't hold the globe like this and then work on it. So I came up with this idea, and I hope it's going to work. I have a couple of pot holders, and I put them in pointy side down at an angle, not squared side down, pointy side down, in like this to make a little cradle. And now I'm going to turn this upside down in here. These are my extra hands right here. I have no other way of figuring out how to do this. Now, the first thing you have to do is take off the base. What I saw on the YouTube channel, this was separate, and I think this whole base is one piece. I don't see anything that there is anything here for me to pry off. And I've been looking at that and wondering, what am I going to do? Now, these little 3 things on the front here, I thought maybe there were screws underneath there. No, they're just the little velvet little pads that when you set it on your table so it won't scratch your table. Found out there's 2 ways of getting this off. One is maybe with boiling water, and the other is with the hair dryer. Now, okay. All right, I got it. Yippee! Okay, the hair dryer worked. I'm so excited. So this is something new. You can see there's all the glue that's in there. And now here's the cork. You can see the cork. And I have to get that out while it's still hot. This is to pour the contaminated water in. So let's get some of this glue off of here because I'm going to put new glue in. See the different crazy adventures I get myself into just because I really, really like this snow globe. Let's put the hair dryer back on. take that over here. So you would think I would be able to peel that out. It's just, all it is the glue. So it shouldn't be that hard to get some of this out of here. Just clean it up. Watch me cut myself next. Well, all in all, it's pretty darn. I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to put new glue on there anyway. So let's try, before I do all of this, let's try and get the cork off, shall I? I'll try and get the cork off. And there is some glue around here, not very much. I'll pull that off. Let's get this off first. And let's see if I can get in here and pull this out. Oh, the water's spitting out. Did you see the water? But I don't want to hurt the cork or this plug in at all. Because if it gets damaged, then the water is going to come back through. So let's see if I can pull it. I'm not Hercules. So let's just go around and do it little by little. Pulling it out just a little at a time. And I saw this one guy and he was trying, it was hard for him to get it out. And I know he was a heck of a lot stronger than I am. But I don't want to damage the cork. I guess it's really not a cork, but it's a rubber cork. Maybe this will work. Get down in here. Pull it up. I think it's kind of glued in. See, isn't it a good thing I have these pot holders in here? There, I can see it. I don't want to break the glass. There it goes. I think I've got it. Okay, here it comes. Yep, that is glued down. Okay, here's my little mailboxes. And let's get this out of here. Whoops. Now the reason that is yellow like that is because from what the research I did, they put antifreeze in there to keep the water from freezing when they're transporting these things. So I'm going to have to now wash this ornament here and my globe. I have to go and wash both of these. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I'm going to set this over here and I'm going to get rid of this. Now there is glue all around here and I'm going to have to get that off, but first I'm going to try and clean this and dry this off as much as I can. And then I'll use the hair dryer to finish drying it. here's the globe. I want to get these little bit of pieces of things out. I'm going to put it upside down again in my little measuring cup to hold everything. And then this will go back on. I just want to make sure that I do this correctly, because the next thing I'm going to do is put water in there. Then this goes in there on top of it, and then this is going back on there. And you don't want any leaks. So how much water should I put in there? And they say to put the remainder of the water in with, there's some, I want to get some of this glue off, with a needle, and I don't have a needle, so I'm improvising a lot here. This is distilled water, and I'm going to fill it up to there for, where am I at? Oh, a little bit further. There. And this is Elmer's. There's a special glue. It's Elmer's Clean Clear Transparent Glue. That goes in, 2 tablespoons go in, and that keeps the snow from coming down really, really fast. And it said to put 2 tablespoons in. One. 2. And then switch it around a little bit. Now I got rid of all of the, now this, I don't want glue on my measuring spoon, so I'm going to go wash that off. So we've got that much done. Is this, I need the, this stuff. Now I have 2 kinds. I have this one here, which is, it doesn't really say, but it's more white with a little sprinkle. Let's see if I can get that white with a little sprinkle. Here we go. And this one I have, and it has a little bit of more silver tone. So I'm wondering what would happen if I mix the 2. But the thing is, how much do I need? Yeah. When I empty the water out of this, or most of the water, you can see there's really not very much in here as far as what's left. I'm not sure if that would be a teaspoon. Let's see. It would be less than a teaspoon. So let's put a teaspoon in and see what happens. So I'm just going to take this off and put in a teaspoon. And I might put in just a little bit of this, just plain silver. Not much, but just a little bit. This is all guesswork, folks. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I never do when I'm doing stuff anyway. So what else is new? I'm using Gorilla glue sticks. And that's what I'm using. It says it's incredibly all temperature hot glue sticks, incredibly durable for projects. And it says metal, glass, plastic, all kinds of things. So I'm hoping that that will take care of that as far as, come on, get in there. Let's see what happens when I pull this out. Do I need a little bit more in there? Maybe I should throw a little bit more. When you don't like something, just redo it. And I don't like that glitter that I bought. Must not be for getting wet. I don't know. but it seems to be it just seems to be sort of not staying separated. Well, I still have the internal portions of this. And that is, I just put it in, I hope it'll stay in that paper towel that I did. And let's see if I can get as much of this out as I can. I have glitter all over the place on this poor towel. But I'm not sure which one it is, but it just seems to get stuck on here and doesn't want to just kind of drift down. It just sticks to the plastic because these are plastic globes. Let's see what happens. And I have plenty of as I was saying, I have plenty of distilled water because that's what's being put in here. So I'm going to put some new distilled water in there. So here's my measuring cup. I'm starting out with, well, a little over, I put it up all the way top, past two cups. And that is too much. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it out this way. There. And then that will give me the water that I need to refill this. Here's the snow that was in there before. Now this is going to take a little bit because that's all wet in here and it's spread all over this darn paper towel. So I'm not quite sure how to get it in there. If I could just dip the paper towel in and it'll come. See if it'll come out. Somebody who's watching this going, oh my God, didn't you watch my tutorial on this, how to do this? There. You can kind of see it. It's not going around. Oh, I forgot to put the 2 tablespoons. Because I'm doing this all over, I forgot to put this in. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Let's see if that's enough. There we go. That looks better. The stuff that I put in must not have been for globes. It was more your decorative glitter. I just assumed glitter was glitter. It's not. Now I'm going to wipe this off a little bit. I'm going to put this back inside. One thing nice, it doesn't matter which way you put this because there is no front or bottom or sideways or whatever. And let's see if I can get it in. Watch, I'll get it all done and break it. Now I found out that if I got this a little bit warm, it was easier to get back in. So let's do that again. Come on, go in. Easier said than done, people. Easier said than done. Come on, get in there. Almost. Okay, that's flowing better. Now I have to fill this all in up here. So that's where I'm going to use this thing because I don't have a needle, so I need a bigger space to throw these in. I don't know if that's enough or not. Well, let's see. This is what it looks like, but there's still, see, I have to put more water in there because we still have bubbles. Let's see if I can get it back in. I still am getting bubbles. See that? I keep getting bubbles. There's all these bubbles up here. I'm just going to let it, there. Nope. It's almost like there's soap, and I did not put any soap in there, I'm telling you. And I don't like the fact that this shows, and I can't seem to get rid of it. It's like a great big air bubble. Getting better. It's not as big. It's just one little bubble on the top there. So if I can get rid of that, I think we're home free. Finally, there's some little bubbles way up on the top. Oh, that's because this isn't all the way in. So let's get it all the way in. There. Is it all the way in? Let's see. I could still see right here on the top, there's still some little bubbles there. And I'm going to see if I can push this down a little bit more. Don't break it. Don't break it. I told you, every time I do stuff like that, there, finally. Oh, now it popped out the other side. Come on, get in. There. Is it all in? No. It keeps coming out. One side comes out and then the other side comes out. Okay, let's hope that that is it. I have a tendency to drop things, then I'll break it. I have this is not quite in. I got to push this all the way in. There. Okay, so I'm pushing down on it, and hopefully this will stay where it is. I had to do some really interesting compromises, or I should say, think outside the box. It's not staying. This is cooling down faster. We're going to do this, then we'll cheat. Okay. I think that's how I'm going to end up doing it, is leaving the hair dryer on to keep the glue warm as it goes around, because I have to go all the way around here. That's why I wish I had this other glue gun that I could use, but it does not use this particular glue stick. So let's do this again. Instead of having all that yellow, here's my amateurish way of fixing it. And that's the end of this show. So thank you for watching Mary's Eclectic Interests. Take care and stay safe.